A little bit strange that I'm doing it now, but better late than never. I have seen Star Wars, and while I'm not going to have a gold badge for editing Wikipedia, I would call myself a fan without a hint of embarrassment. I have also known people who have never seen Star Wars. I do not understand this, but I endure. So when everybody's talked about it, how do you try to say something different? Well, as I sat to watch it for the billionth time, or 20th realistically speaking, on Christmas Eve this year, a few thoughts came to mind. Star Wars is a good film. It's a good story in its simplicity, and I love it because of the admirable vision George Lucas had to pay tribute to the age of the serials, the Flash Gordons that defined the childhoods of many. But I feel Star Wars would never have made the impact it did were it not for a few little contributions. Star Wars would never have been a success without Ralph McQuarrie's designs. There are no other films that come to my mind that look like the 77 onward franchise, every design imprinted on your memory forever. We would not talk about Star Wars without its acting quality. Yes, there's the odd directing and line, but everyone remembers James Earl Jones and Dave Prowse as Darth Vader, Peter Cushing as Tarkin, and Alec Guinness as Obi-Wan being a shit aside. Even young Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, God rest, and Harrison Ford as Han Solo. If they weren't in Star Wars, if they didn't give as good as they could get, Star Wars would not work. Also, in a decade of synthesizers, the classical, euphoric symphonies of John Williams can never ever be undervalued. Williams is the sound of Star Wars, just as the late Dudley Simpson defined the incidental music of Doctor Who that very same decade. You can hum every theme. Admit it. You remember that music. Star Wars was saved in post-production, and everyone knows it. Truly a beginning of contemporary blockbusters. Why I always return to it is threefold. Williams' score, the optimistic, triumphant vision of sci-fi in the face of dystopian Logan's runs, and even Lucas's first film, THX 1138. And thirdly, I come back to Star Wars because it grants that escapism. But I adore when a film can grant fun and action, when it can fire on all cylinders. I love Star Wars. It's far from perfect, and it's always going to be second compared to its sequel, but I'll always look at that perfect mesh of old and new with fond memories of times gone by and days to come.